All right, guys, so this is a really fun one. I have never opened this one before. It is 1989 FLEER basketball. We're doing a Jordan chase here. This is a little bit more risky on my part. They're 20 bucks a pack, so it's getting kind of expensive. I usually don't like spending more than 10 bucks a pack if I can help it, but I would really love to pull my first Jordan ever out of 1989. This set is a 168 card set, and there's 24 Hall of Famers, so it's very superstar heavy. The rookies are not superstars, but they're some solid players. So there's Mitch Richmond, Brad Daugherty, Kevin Johnson. Those are some of the rookies. And if you PSA 10 any of the superstar cards, they're going for 100, 200, 300 bucks. The Jordan goes for $900 in a PSA 9. So I know these cards have some centering issues. It's kind of challenging to hit that 10, but it sounds like a fun gamble. So let's get started. And hopefully we see MJ or Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. So this should be a good time. And even some of the lesser known guys, because their cards are so hard to get a 10 in, are worth like a couple $100, I think I saw. Like Grant Long, Alvin Robertson, Ken Norman, Charles Oakley, just guys you wouldn't think of. Actually, we're already off to a really good start, guys. We have a Karl Malone, who, I'm not a big fan of as a person, but superstar pull here. And then we go right into a Jack Sikma, who he had a really good career. And this card, so this, you see the centering though, that's just, it is what it is with these cards, I have a feeling. But I'm gonna move this back a little bit. Don't really want to mess up my nice little pyramid, but oh well. All right. So I'm going to look at all these after the fact, but if there's any 1989 FLEER experts, help a brother out and let me know. Like some of these guys I've never even heard of. Derek Harper. Byron Scott, nice. Fat Lever, nice. Chris Mullen, look at that. Look at that haircut, man. That isn't late 80s, early 90s. I don't know what is. And then an Akeem, like we're killing it on the pack so far. Very nice. Centering is definitely off. See the top to bottom, especially. I should set. I mean, so superstar heavy though. How cool is that? Scott Brooks, he was the Thunder coach for a while now, and Bill Laimbeer. That's a great villain shot of him. I kind of dig that a lot actually, and that looks a little top heavy there too. And then Jeff Hornacek. Well, I don't know when his rookie year was. Okay, so that's like a third year Jeff Hornacek, but nice. I would say that was a very good pack to start. Very superstar heavy, so we'll take that. Cool. And then I'll go through these again. And our sticker card is MJ, which this is like the subset. I don't know as much about these. Very cool pull. Love this. So this will be in my personal collection. Centering is atrocious, unfortunately, but it's a successful MJ chase already, so I'm happy. So very, very cool. It's my first time. Oh, that Akeem it's kind of pinched there too, unfortunately. I just now noticed that about the Akeem card. Cherry Porter, Willie Anderson, Wayman Tisdale, John Koncak. We have a Patrick Ewing and Mark Jackson All-Star card. Very cool. Nice pose of them. Dennis Johnson, Nate McMillan. I love how a lot of these guys turned into coaches. Dave Corzine. Look at that. Look at that stash. Greg Anderson. Craig Elo. So rough getting the Jordan and my Cavs Craig Elo in the same pack. Jordan hit that famous shot over Craig Elo, obviously. Joe Dumars. Nice. Oh, and then we have a Magic. Here's the Magic. Very nice. Super sharp corners, bad centering again. But this card was PSA 10ing for around like $80-ish. So it's not going to get a 10 though, unfortunately. But we got Magic and MJ. So kind of love him that they're just. And then Blair Rasmussen. All right. They're just throwing us a million cards. I'm going to have to go back through all these and look at the centering on each one individually. But this is a lot of fun, guys. I'm enjoying this. And then we have our sticker card, and it's a Charles Barkley. Oh my, look at the centering. So it's kind of a crimp up top, but look at how bad the centering is on these. So yeah, this is why it's so hard to get a PSA 10. But it is Charles Barkley, and that's a super cool card. Rory Sparrow, Robert Parrish, nice. The Chief, and then Ken Norman, who I don't know as much about him, but supposedly he had an amazing career at University of Illinois. So this is a third-year card of him, and his PSA 10s go for like a couple $100 or something like that. I was like, why? Who? But just really difficult to hit that. I'm gonna keep it in. John Paxton, nice. Our boy Mark Price, how cool. That's an all right. So that's a third-year Mark Price. Very, very cool. I like that he's calling out the play too right there. So perfect for a point guard. I'll set that aside. We're in Cleveland, and a Clyde the Glide Drexler. Look at this centering. This is one of the worst examples of centering I think I've ever seen in my life. This is like, what, 90-10? But cool regardless. All these Hall of Famers makes my day. James Worthy. Put James Worthy aside. We got Clyde Drexler and Akeem, All-Star. Jack Sigma again, and that centering looks pretty darn good. Got a little bubbling, so the factory defect there, but do they penalize you that hard on the bubbles? And then Alton Lister, Liddell Eccles, and Robert Reed. All right. So really enjoying this, guys. Hopefully you guys are too. I did pull the MJ. I got an Irving Magic Johnson. I got another MJ. Centering is the same thing. But how cool. Got our FLEER 89 All-Stars. I mean, the corners look amazing. So, nice. MJ playing the Knicks in 89 with that 90-10 centering again. So, loving this, guys. Michael Thompson, David Rivers, and then Albert Robinson again. So, or no, this is my first time pulling the base, I think, of him, right? I was reading on eBay, or I was doing some research on oldsportscards.com. Great blog and website, very handy if you're researching sets. And they were saying this card goes for a couple $100 in a PSA 10, but it's not going to get that. Looks like a 9, just very quickly, but still. Cool card. He had a very nice career. Mark Eaton. He always had that very cool dunk. Alex English. Early career Rod Strickland. I wonder if that's a second year. So 80, yeah. So second year Rod Strickland. Cool. Mo Cheeks. He was the Blazers coach for a long time there. And Eddie Johnson. And then Charles Oakley, and I was reading that this card goes for like a couple $100 in a PSA 10, but again, the centering, not happening. Okay, Chuck Person and Doc Rivers. Very cool. Very cool. And that's, okay, so Doc's been around a while. It was like a 7th-year Doc card. All right, I'll do this on the edge here. So this is a lot of fun, guys. You know, I can't be affording to spend, you know, $20 a pack almost ever. But it's a lot of fun so far. Let's figure I'd try something different. Akeem Olajuwon. So yeah, all these FLEER All-Stars cards, just the centering is just so brutal. It's like 90-10 again. Crazy. But we're pulling some nice names. So we got Akeem, Detlef Shrimp. And then I think that's Mark Eaton sitting down there. John Stockton and Karl Malone in that one. Mark Price, his I believe, rookie teammate Brad Daugherty and Larry Nance. I'm a Cavs fan, so I'm going to briefly look at this. Wow. Saying this year Brad led the team. Okay. Very cool. Vinnie Johnson, Charles Smith, Moses Malone, Chris Morris, Kevin McHale, It's a good battle. Lakers, Celtics there. Love that. Kevin Duckworth. Jordan! We pulled the base version. This is really the only card I honestly wanted to pull, guys. So I'm thrilled. This is awesome. Got our MJ. Very, very cool card. So my first time ever pulling this card in my life. Love this pose. It's an iconic card. You know, it's not going to get me the PSA 10, but I'm okay with that. This, I mean, it looks pretty good. It's probably, you know, an 8 or a 9. Its edges are tack sharp. Just the centering is not great, but very cool. I'm pumped, guys. This is awesome. Great success. And then we got Larry Nance. Very nice career for my Cleveland Cavaliers. Cavs are playing the Thunder tonight. So matchup round 2 of the heavyweights. The best in the East versus the best in the West. So hopefully the Cavs get another win. All right. So I'm pretty psyched, guys. We did well today. We did well. I'm really enjoying this too. We got Charles Oakley again, but again, this is why this card's going for so much on eBay, because it's almost impossible to hit like a PSA 10 with this card. I mean, the centering is just atrocious on most of these cards. Got a Doc Rivers, some crinkling there. Look at that. See that under the light? See, that would, PSA would destroy you for that. Rory Sparrow, another Robert Parrish, so cool. The Chief. I really love Robert Parrish. He like signs autographs for all his fans. Like you can mail him a card, he'll sign it. What a great guy. And then Ken Norman. This card was going for a lot on PSA 10s too, just because it's so difficult to. And I've said it like a million times, but so that was pretty much the same pack as earlier, and we got a really, really nice centered Mark Price here. Nice, very nice. I've seen Mark around town a couple times actually, and there's Clyde Drexler. So I've gotten Mark's autograph a couple times. Once when I was a kid, once as an adult. James Worthy, so very nice. I think I missed the Clyde. Respect Clyde the Glide. He got a nice championship with Akeem in a Rockets uniform later in his career. All right, last pack is that last pack magic. Got Charles Oakley again. And that one, all right, dinged left corner. And centering is, it's not as egregious as the other ones, but definitely not getting that 10. I know that. So this is pretty much the same pack as before. Robert Parrish, John Paxson. There's Ken Norman again. See, I think 3 Ken Normans and then another Mark Price. This is kind of funny at this point. But yeah, I mean, the cards are just in different degrees of, you know, they've been sitting in packs since 1989. So dent there, brutal centering. Reggie Theus, and then Clyde the Glide again. Very nice. James Worthy. And then there's Jack Sigma again. And then Clyde and Akeem to end it. So great time doing this. I really enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, guys. I do want to show, you know, the highlights again, but I don't really want to touch, you know, the MJs and screw up any cards. So catch you on the next one, guys. I'm actually doing another 90s pack opening pretty soon here, so keep an eye out. And please like or subscribe or comment. Just one of the things would be nice, at least, just to get a little bit of traffic on YouTube. I would appreciate. So catch you on the next one.